Hello, everybody. My name is Skybound.
Hello, I'm Starlight Fox.
I'm Tip Top.
And today...
Yeah, this was unexpected.
Yeah,
finally, the season one... Finally, the second half of the season one finale has been uploaded.
Yeah, it's only been like, how many episodes into season 2 are we now? 5?
Something like that.
Well, yeah, we should say we're actually recording this... we're recording this a couple of weeks after the episode came out. We just saw that season 2, episode 5 was uploaded the other day. So we're giving you both of these reactions within a very short space of each other. So you'll have double to enjoy.
I mean, to be fair, we've kind of they have just released it this bloody weekend, essentially, when we're recording this.
Yeah, we've all had very busy schedules right now going into summer. So but we're doing what we can. So
yeah, as I've said before, I've been away in France, and also basically, yeah, we've been doing stuff this weekend, so we couldn't do it earlier than this. So
yeah, I mean, in terms of the title, it's just Queen Bee, isn't it? So
something about bees.
Either something about bees, or obviously there is also, with it being the whole demonic hell, there is the kind of suggestion of Beelzebub, but
maybe.
Yeah,
but it could just be, it could just be some giant queen bee. I think back to that episode of Futurama, the giant, massive mutant killer bee. So
that's interesting, because I was thinking of another queen bee, and it was actually the one from the Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. No, the Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt anime, where there's an episode where there's like a cheerleader who it turns out is actually a giant demonic bee.
Giant demonic larvae. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyway, let's jump right into this. So we don't really need to do accounting. So I guess we can.
Not really. I think we should just. Well, hang on. Yeah. You're not ready yet.
Oh no, I'll be ready when it hits play. So
begin.
So I'm ready. 2, 1, go.
And we're beginning with Luna.
Yeah, Luna.
It's sad to hear what's happened with Erica recently, so it's good to see her again, even if this was recorded a long time ago.
Yeah.
I haven't been here before.
Also, I apologise in advance because there will be a cut where we started the episode, because I did the thing again where I had OBS as my active window.
Oh,
and I pressed space and stopped the recording, but luckily I started it in time again.
This is what they were saying in the first half of the season 1 finale. She said Tex had invited her to a party. So
is this just Ibiza?
I mean, the music makes it sound like it. So
yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh yeah, because he said when they met before that his girlfriend threw a ton of crazy hound parties.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
This is a Noah Wu Zone $200 fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the Husky Zone.
Oh god, is this going to set off bloody Rogue?
Nah, he's asleep and he doesn't howl. Not fetch.
Not fetch. Oh my god, girl. That one on the left looks like Baggy from Has Been Hotel.
It's Luna. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe you're showing up to another party.
That thing she's doing with the tail is cute.
I'm sure you'll remind me. Yeah, this year, right?
Oh, so she has a bit of a history with parties then.
She is giving off pure poodle vibes right now, by which I mean...
Yeah, completely stuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, negative. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
You can't just drop the B word like that.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog. Oh, my God.
No, nothing. No. How my dirty bitches doing tonight?
Oh, so she can say it. Whoever it is.
She's reclaiming it.
Oh, okay, Gluttony. So they
Wait,
are
is that the fucking long-nosed dog? That don't look like a dog to me.
Okay, who's this?
No, it doesn't.
I saw 4 arms and I heard fluttering wings, so I'm guessing this is a literal bee.
Yeah.
So they're in the Gluttony ring then. First time we've seen that, I think. Whoa.
Well,
Straight into a musical number.
whoa.
Who does this sound like?
Can you guys hear that?
What?
Can you guys hear that?
Hear what?
It's the war cry of a million furries.
Yeah.
This. Who does this sound like? Is it like Katy Perry kind of thing? It
does give off Katy Perry vibes a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, it puts me.
Or is it Nicki
giving me
Minaj?
heavy vibes of, it's giving me heavy vibes of that Die Young music video that Vivzie made that kind of kicked off her career. That was Kesha.
Yeah.
Kesha, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah, I was gonna say.
It gives me heavy vibes of, like, even the color scheme and the way it's animated. It gives me heavy vibes of that music video that Vivzie did several years ago.
Yeah,
like, that was kind of what put her on the map. Yeah, that was what put her on the map animation-wise.
So hang on a question. Is this a bee fox thing?
It looks like a cross between a fennec fox and a bee.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I'm digging the music.
That. See, the thing is, having the combination of a bee and a fennec fox, that's gonna result in the most confused furries ever. Because on the one hand, bees are kind of... I don't think bees are typically in the furry remit.
You say that like...
But fennec foxes are definitely in the furry remit.
Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm beginning to see why this being Gluttony. She's making everything bigger, the food and the drink and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm beginning to get the feeling there's something in the food here.
Yeah.
So am I.
I mean, all this cotton candy, why do I feel like that's a euphemism for something?
Yeah.
Like nose candy.
Yeah, some kind of party drug.
Possibly.
I suppose, actually, I appreciate that because they said that, I think she said that this was the sort of queen bee of gluttony, they said, I think. So if this, you know, I appreciate they're not putting the focus on, because gluttony in general is meant to be overindulgence as a whole. It's not just about overeating. It's about overindulgence in anything.
Oh, yeah.
What? Yeah, but hang on. How does that work with things like, for example, lust? Because that's overindulgence in anything, is it not? That's
lust isn't really overindulgence. Lust is...
Okay, that was adorable text just clapping away like that.
Yeah. But lust isn't really an overindulgence. It's more like...
A rainbow in my vagina right now.
What?
Hey, is this the sweet pup you
A rainbow in her... Okay.
She's a fucking
What?
cutie. Where you been hiding, girl?
Well, that brings a new meaning to inside of every demon is a rainbow.
Nah, I'm just really high on all this tasty energy right now. Tech says you don't get invited out much. I hope this itty bitty get together can serve as a fun first time.
Ooh.
This is a first time? This is itty bitty?
Let me break into her stash of party drugs. So
Oh, Belphegor.
I mean, I usually just steal them, but
That's the leader of Sloth.
she says I'm a total jackass for trying.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, there are a lot of drugs that kind of make you slothful.
Sloth would make sense, yeah.
Nice to meet
Oh, okay.
you, bitch. Oh,
Well, he did say his girlfriend threw a ton of crazy house parties, so this is her.
Holy shit. Okay, Tex, you didn't tell me she was hilarious. That's so funny. Right. That's the first
yes.
thing you say to me. You don't give a shit how freaky you come off, and that's fucking beautiful. You are my new favorite person. Am I though? Yeah, bitch. No, really. Reminds me of the first
Okay,
time
this
you
is
ate me.
really...
I was like, ooh,
Oh,
what?
what?
Hot as hell.
I will say, though,
I wanted to die.
the animation is smooth as fuck. Like, there is so much character in her
Well, they've had long enough
movements.
to work on this
Yeah.
I guess it was fine.
episode.
Anyway,
You're
Like-
getting heavy vibes of, like, you know, this is like the ultimate introvert and the ultimate extrovert.
Yeah, I'm getting the same vibes, actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, someone's got a
she
cone of
is clearly
shame
like
on.
the
Someone's drinking beer out of the cone of shame.
Yeah. Cone of shame, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
What? Why? You just got here. At least one drink, right?
Nope, you really wouldn't like me after one drink.
Whoa.
Okay,
Oh,
this
wow.
is actually getting to me deep right now because
Oh.
as a big introvert myself, that's how I feel at a lot of like big social events. I just don't feel like I belong.
I can sort of relate. What?
Okay, Blitz is going to be there in a split second, isn't he?
Blitz is gonna shoot up the whole place.
I mean,
Yeah.
he was clearly
Yeah.
still crying on the sofa from Aussies. Yeah, this was. I mean, I think this took place at the same time as Aussies. He was crying on the sofa. The one thing that could snap him out of it is protecting his adoptive daughter.
Yeah.
Asshole! Hey, I knew it was you. Fuck, man, where you been? You here for the party?
No, I'm just here picking up my daughter.
Oh shit, you have a daughter now?
Adopted.
Man.
Okay, I think that guy might be trans.
Come in and show us all up again.
He's got the female horns.
But I think Looney wants to head back.
Howdy next to you wants to leave?
Watch it.
I mean, we could stay a little longer.
I think we need to go. Okay, I think it's been a long night.
Well, these people seem to know you. Come on.
Oh, I saw this in a teaser shot.
Try. Please.
The question is, how do they know him? Because we. Oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe one drink.
Maybe one drink.
Story.
Yeah, one barrel of drink.
Story of my life. There, it's just like, okay, fine, one drink, but then I'm going. 5 drinks later.
Boy, I got a challenge for you.
What? Wait, did she get bigger?
Alright, let's do this. From B's personal support.
Hold on a minute, because she was. Wait, she was the same height as Luna before. Now she's like twice her size.
Yeah.
Wait, if this is a honey-based alcohol, then it's mead.
Oh, it's mead. Yeah, it must be mead.
Yeah.
Well, mead isn't particularly strong, is it? I mean, then again,
It's-
you know,
it's as strong
demonic
as
mead might be
wine.
different.
Me at my
Oh, is it really?
It's
Oh,
a-
I've never had mead, so I don't know.
It's a wine, so basically you're looking
Oh,
like
really?
10
I
to
always thought it was a sort of
15%.
beer. Oh, I had no idea. I thought it was a sort of beer.
Oh, so what? Wait,
Medieval
what?
mead may have been, but modern mead is wine.
Oh.
Do not challenge Blitz to a drinking competition, okay? Well, mind you, Moxie, we saw what happened with him, so.
Well,
Oh my god,
what's a first?
she called him dad.
I haven't had a first in a while. That was magical. Seriously, impressive. I tip my crown to you, Imp.
Is that the first time we've heard Luna actually call him dad?
Yeah.
Intentionally?
Wow.
Now,
Oh, yeah, now it's getting to him.
yeah.
It was alright while he was having the contest, but. Oh, what's that look?
Oh.
Are they
That fucking
concerned?
dog! The fucking
Yeah,
dog
fuck.
demon!
Dog noises.
But your
Duh.
dad guy dude is he's seeming a bit
Out of control. Like a mess.
yeah, it's worrisome. You wanna maybe check on him or something?
Well, we've all got that one friend, haven't we?
This is
Yeah.
fine. He's always a mess. Trust me. People having fun and getting
I mean, she's not
all
wrong.
the time, but he's clearly getting wasted off his ass and causing problems on purpose. So I feel like you should check up on him at least.
Is that like a collar or something on her neck, or is that like a joint? Like if she's part B, like is that like a insect sort of joint?
Possibly.
Uh,
I mean, good for him. But I can taste the flavor of people at my parties, and he's giving off a very not okay vibe, you know?
Oh yeah, and I bet you'd know the okay vibe.
I mean,
right?
tasting the flavor of people at her parties, I get the sense she's become like she's sort of like an emotional vampire.
oh shit.
Oh. Okay, I was right. She did get bigger before.
Yeah.
I'll check on it.
Sorry. Sorry. I know I got a little spicy there. I just hope everything works out. Now let's dance.
Okay, she actually seems to come off as a genuinely nice person. Like she actually cares about the way other people are feeling.
What are you doing, Blitz?
Like she actually seems to care about other people's well-being.
Orgy. Stop.
Look, I didn't expect you to come in here and see any of this Looney. I'm so sorry, but it's a party. I'm just having fun with. Fuck is your name again?
Dennis.
Christ on a stick. You
Yeah.
won't be a Dennis. Get the fuck away. Dennis tonight.
What's wrong with Dennis's?
Alejandro in here. Stat. Better.
Nice.
You don't need
Whoa.
to put it in your face, freaky weirdo. You need to drink something other than Beezle juice.
No.
Oh, Beetlejuice. Oh, wait a minute. Beetlejuice. That's the same thing Veronica was addicted to.
Beetlejuice. Veronica.
Yeah, that Incubus from the first season. Sorry, Succubus from the first season.
Oh,
Well,
right.
at least she's.
Do you need to throw up?
No.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, that was actually kind of adorable. That. Oh. I think we've all had that one friend who's been that drunk.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes, I know people like that.
Just, are you okay? No.
I had a really shitty day.
Oh, yeah? Is that why you drank like 5 gallons worth of who knows what?
Fuck, Fizz was right. I'm gonna die alone, aren't I? Just a wrinkly old.
Oh,
weathered
shit, yeah.
waste.
Bringing it back to reality.
Hmm.
Will you be there, Looney?
After all he just got through at Aussies.
Lonely. Die alone.
I'll be there, Dad. Now go the fuck
Again, calling him dad.
Okay?
Yeah,
There's a different side to her.
yeah, I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Fuck. I did need to throw up.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
It's good to see Luna back as well after everything that's been going on recently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do we got?
I'm kind of out of a loop. What do you
Yeah.
mean recently? Because I'm kind of a bit
Well,
out of
I
a loop.
can talk about. Oh!
Queen Beelzebub.
What? Oh my god!
What?
Did you see that?
No,
that
I
was
didn't.
Kesha.
Wait, that was Kesha.
Yeah.
Oh my freaking god.
Kesha said, oh my god. We said that it was like a Katy Perry or a Kesha thing. I said, oh my god. I said it reminded us of the Die Young music video Viv did.
Oh god, my god! Wait, it's the same person who did the music for that.
She got she got Kesha to do this.
Oh my bloody god! I did not realize that.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Talk about full circle. It was a animated music video of a Kesha song that put Vivzie on the map.
Wow.
And now Kesha is featuring in her videos.
And now Kesha's doing a voice for this show. She was Queen Bee.
I mean, I've got to say, I'm not
I
a
suppose,
huge pop listener, but that I respect that. I respect
Neither am I, but I know who Kesha is.
I'm not somebody who really follows pop music, and I vaguely know who Kesha is and I only know about her because of that music video.
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, sort of like my late teens, I remember how massive the song TikTok was, and that was
Oh, she's the same one who did that one. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and obviously, Viv did the Die Young music video. Wow. Okay, yeah, like I say, that is, talk about full circle.
Yeah, that is.
I like how the character was,
How did she manage to get someone like that?
I have no fucking idea.
I mean, to be fair,
no idea how she...
To be fair, if she did an animation that was based on one of her songs, it is highly likely that Kesha actually did see that. And
yeah, maybe.
And it's very possible that through that, potentially, her agent did as well. Which then kind of leads to the question of...
Yeah, there we are. Cotton Candy Song, written by Kesha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Actually written by her as well. Freaking hell.
Yes. So it's perfectly possible that...
Okay, that explains everything. That explains everything, because I know that this episode had been held up due to... oh, hang on, what does that say?
Oh, thank you for waiting.
Thank you for waiting.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for
helping us make a whole last season of Hell of a Boss. Thank you.
Yeah.
I suppose had this originally come out when it was intended to, that explains, because they said that they were having trouble getting the last episode out due to copyright reasons. Now it all makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. That does make a lot more sense now.
Yeah. Now I understand.
If you're getting somebody as high profile as Kesha.
Yeah, because that would have been massive red tape to deal with. Because I know from previous, let's just say,
well, yeah, because
jobs.
Most big singers Well, yeah, most big singers, all the stuff they produce is like the property of whatever studio is writing, or with them at the time.
It's not just singers. It's like the agents are like they are very controlling of their basically people they're agents from. Because I know this from
maybe you guys in the comments. Maybe you guys in the comments know more about this than we do.
Because honestly, I've been out of the loop about this, but I do know from previous experience of volunteering and having to do work with VAs. Basically, I've had to volunteer to help out with one of the VAs at one of the conventions I've been at, and I know how protected the agents are of their.
Well, if I had to guess, like, Kesha would not have been able to get a gig like this without her agent knowing about it. I think the kind of bigger issue would probably have been, like, the record, the studios rather than the agents.
Yeah, but that's what. Yeah. But my whole point is that shows you how much red tape there is around the entertainment industry. So even if the agents,
the studios,
the
recording studios, and the the recording studios and the film studios and everything, they're the ones who hold the power.
Yeah, unfortunately, because they get a share of like the actual creatives, like the VAs and the actual music like producers. Well, not producers, sorry, the music.
Yeah,
the people who write the music and things like that.
No matter how successful a creator gets, they can still absolutely get shafted by their studio at any time
because they are basically employed by them. So it's like any time that, like, anything that I produce is basically a property of, like, my workplace that I would do stuff for. So it's a similar thing where any work you do while you're under their employment could, if it affects your employment, if it's in the same vein that it could affect them, they could be getting into legal issues where basically if you produce something that does the same thing that your current work does, you could get into hot water.
It's kind of the two-edged sword of getting a record deal, things like that. Because on the one hand, you're going to get a lot more kind of audience for your music because because the record studios, they manage things like advertising, and kind of getting the song out there onto the radio and things like that. However,
it's why it's so difficult for indie artists to get a good foothold in the grand scheme of things. But it's like Vivzie herself is an independent artist.
Yeah, YouTube has done a lot of good for that in terms of independent artists. Like sites like YouTube and Spotify. In fact, you can get independent songs on Spotify.
I think Bandcamp is very good for that as well, because Bandcamp gets a lot of indie artists.
Potentially, but I've not used Bandcamp personally, so I can't.
I've used it a fair bit because of the number of indie artists and things like that, and music.
Anyway, but I think before we get too deep into all the corporate stuff, maybe we should talk about what we thought of the episode itself.
The episode itself was brilliant because it's like I like the fact that even though we were expecting her to. I was expecting her to be the villain, the queen. I forget the name of the character.
Yeah, she actually turned out to be a very, very nice person by all accounts. I get the sense, like she was saying, she could like taste the people at her parties and the implication behind all the cotton candy stuff. The implication of being some kind of party drug. I get the sense she's like a sort of emotional vampire. Like the happier people are around her,
a bit like
I kind of respected that though, like because it's almost like. You don't often get those types of people at these kind of big, house party sort of deals, where there's loads of people drinking and like doing drugs and stuff like that. If there's no one there that kind of goes, that person over there is kind of getting a bit. Yeah.
She's actually keeping it.
She was keeping it under control. So yes, people were overindulging, but she was making sure to keep a lid on it or trying to.
What I'm wondering as well. If she is Queen Beelzebub, as far as the credits are concerned, if she is literally the leader of the Gluttony Ring, what the hell did Tex do to score someone like that?
Yeah.
He's a hellhound. He's literally like the lowest order of society in the entirety of hell. Hellhounds are the only ones that are lower than imps.
Yeah.
I guess, but on the other hand...
How the hell did he manage to score her?
Good question, actually.
I would say dogs in general kind of represent gluttony. Like, if you've ever seen...
Well, I mean, you're the only dog owner of the three of us. You've got a Siberian Husky. I can understand you would...
My dog is always hungry. If you've got any sort of food, he will want that food, even if he's eaten just about 5 minutes ago. If I offer him a treat at any point of the day, doesn't matter how early, how long ago he's eaten, he's like, I'll have that. I'm having that.
Yeah,
and he'll still try and eat stuff off the street. So it's like,
I suppose for Tex to be as built as he is, I suppose for Tex to be as built as he is, he probably does have to consume quite a lot.
Yeah,
but probably.
One thing I will say about this episode, I can absolutely guarantee that this episode is going to form a whole new wave of furries, because it was basically just a show off your furry demon collection. I
mean, I will say that now regarding the design regarding Bee's design. If there is any one character we've seen in this entire series that screams Vivziepop OC, that was probably it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like going right back to her zoophobia days in the early days.
Well, if you think about it, it goes full circle.
Out of all the characters that we've seen in Helluva Boss, that was by far the most colourful.
Yeah, but think about it. This goes back to, again, that music video. Because the original,
back then, that's the point. The characters in that were from her Zoophobia series that she was doing at the time.
Oh, I didn't realise that. That was from... Right, okay, yeah. I didn't know the context of all that. I just saw the animation.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Bee's design seemed to very, very much hark back to Vivzie's earlier characters.
The only thing that kind of surprises me, really, is that Luna kind of looks husky-ish as like her design. She looks quite husky-ish
in terms of the colors. I think she's meant to be. I think she's meant to be sort of more wolf-like.
Yeah. Even so, though, like
Fennec Fox sort of thing.
They are probably like
kind of Fennec Fox. Yeah.
Huskies and wolves and stuff are like some of the most social kind of canines that you can find.
That's why they don't like. Yeah, that's why they don't like being on their own. So Luna, you could argue, is more of an exception in that regard, because, like, as we saw by the contrast between her and Bee, she's very, very introverted. Luna.
Yeah. She very much likes to stick by her owner.
But to be fair, though,
father, let's go father.
As much as she hates hanging around Blitz, I mean, she does still clearly care about him. I mean, we've never heard her call him Dad willingly, and then she does twice in this episode.
Yeah, but keep in mind that that is very close to how dogs can be as well. Because if a dog does get mistreated, that's how they act. I know family members who have got rescue dogs, and when they have been mistreated, they often aren't even the ones that are I know them not to even be known to barking.
Yeah, they're very, very hesitant to be. They're very hesitant to be sort of outgoing and welcoming of other people.
I would say that kind of depends on the dog as well, but also dogs, just like humans, do have an adolescent kind of teenage phase where they are a bit rebellious, where they don't necessarily listen too much to their owner. I mean, my dog is still fairly young, Then again, Luna is canonically 22, so in theory she should be. But is that in dog years?
Mind you, she was 17 when Blitz adopted her, so maybe she just never moved out of that phase.
Possibly, because she's not really been able to socialize properly with people, because she's not really had that group of people. Because that's the thing. I know people who have actually grown to be better socially because they've been able to find a friendship group who they've been able to gel with and learn what works and what doesn't work. I wonder if on the basis of because we haven't really seen too many of the Hellhounds until this point, that I wonder if the fact that all this party was in the Gluttony Ring, maybe Hellhounds are sort of mainly concentrated in the Gluttony Ring. Possibly. I mean, if literally the leader of Gluttony is sort of Hellhound-esque in design, that makes me wonder whether most of the Hellhounds are centered in Gluttony. Possibly. I mean, I think the whole thing, I find it interesting that she can detect emotion, because again, that reminds me of another particular character, except that was a bit more evil. See, I don't think that's necessarily a power per se.
I mean, it might be, because obviously this is kind of a fantasy series. But people who can pick up the vibes of people and kind of know when they're kind of getting they're going a bit too far, and like that is something that very much exists, especially with extroverted people. People who are extroverted, like she is, you know, they talk to a lot of people, they interact with people a lot, they pick up a lot of signals through the interactions they've had with people.
Not even extroverted people. Yeah, not even extroverted people, just very, very empathetic people.
I think, to be fair, I can speak from personal experience of having to do similar things because, as I've mentioned before, I run meetups, and I've basically had to pick up on things like this and tell what sort of people, you know, you sort of get a vibe. You're right. Once you get to know, once you've run quite a few of these get-togethers, you do spot archetypes of people, and you know what to expect. What to sort of expect, and you know the sort of people who are getting a little bit out of hand, and sometimes you do have to rein them in before they ruin the mood. I mean, heck, sometimes if it's not even your own venue, you have to do that for other reasons, like basically getting you.
I'm just thinking in terms of I'm just thinking in terms of just I'm keeping track of the kind of lore that's been built up in this show. I'm just thinking I think we've seen at some point nearly all of the rings at this point.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
So I'm thinking because obviously IMP and Has Been Hotel are both based in the Pride Ring. We know that because we've obviously just been to the Gluttony Ring. The Wrath Ring, that's where Stryker and Millie's family were based. The Greed Ring is where Lululand is.
Yeah,
and where Moxie's dad lives. The Sloth Ring we saw in the last episode that we watched, because that's where the hospital is that Stolas got sent to and where Luna got her shot. I think the only ones that leaves, as far as I can tell. And we saw the Lust Ring as well, because that's where Ozzy's is. I think the only one at this point we haven't seen is the Envy Ring.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see, actually. I wonder what the characters, because you know each one of the particular.
If I remember my literature correctly, I think the Envy Ring is described as being like an endless ocean. So it makes me think that maybe the fish Karen that Blitz encountered in the last episode, in the hospital, makes me wonder whether maybe she was from Envy.
Possibly.
But yeah, that's the only ring I think we haven't seen yet. Because I remember way back when Blitz met Veronica, he said the nearest ocean is 3 rings down. So I wonder if that's maybe alluding to the Envy Ring.
Possibly, yeah.
Maybe there'll be like a cruise there or something.
It makes sense as well in that, as far as I'm aware, the leader of the Envy Ring is called Leviathan. So, which generally refers to giant sea creatures.
That is generally, like your krakens, your giant squids, Leviathans.
As somebody who's played a lot of Subnautica, it's the thing I can't disassociate from the ocean.
What, krakens and things like that?
No, the Leviathans.
Right.
The source of everyone's terror when they got to a certain point in Subnautica.
Yeah, as if I wasn't, as if we weren't scared enough of the deep ocean already before we heard what happened to that submarine.
Oh God, yeah, that.
On the risk of kind of just not going off track, though.
Fair enough.
You've
got to go and take the dog for a walk, haven't you?
I've got to take my own hellhound for a walk.
Yeah, I mean, he's having to do it tomorrow before I actually meet up with him. I should pre-warn you, mate. I've got some cheese.
So we should probably wind this up at this point then. So again, to any of our viewers who are still watching,
thank God.
Props to you for making it this far. This review has probably taken longer than the actual reaction.
Probably at this point.
Whoever you are that might still be watching, you are very, very special to us.
You are definitely. If you're ready to watch it right to the end,
all the true homies watch right till the end.
Yes,
and then they leave a comment. And they hit the little bell icon.
We'll probably put this in the description as well, but our reaction to the most recent episode, Season 2, Episode 5, will be coming in a day or two at point of this going up.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, it was a fun reaction, but yeah, as usual, my name is Skybound.
Starlight Flux.
And Tip Top. And we'll see you next time.
See ya.